Hello, everyone. Welcome to another semester of chemistry here at Vincennes University. For those of you that do not know me, my name is Dr. Aaron Bruck. I am a professor of chemistry here at Vincennes University, and I will be teaching your Chem 105 General Chemistry 1 lecture course this semester. Laboratory course for this semester will be taught exclusively by Mrs. Nicole Hagemeyer McVeigh. Those of you that are coming from Chem 103 probably know her already. She taught lab last semester for most of you in that class. Um, so the purpose of this video is really just to give you a little bit of insight, give you some stuff to work on, stuff to do to get ready for Monday's class so that we can start on Monday and kind of hit the ground running. So first thing that we're going to do is I'm just going to walk you through Blackboard here. I'm going to show you a couple of things that you can do, some things that you need to do, just to make that transition a little bit more smooth. So here is our course Blackboard page. Um, and where we're going to go is we're going to go to the Start Here area. And so the thing I want to point out to you is a couple of things. Those of you that have had me for classes in the past, you're kind of familiar with this system already. If not, there are a couple of things that you can do. So the course syllabus is here. If you open it up, it's going to take you to the syllabus and simple syllabus. And in that document, you're going to see here's the course description. Here are the things that we're going to do. Here's the stuff that you need to have. Just a couple of notes on those things. Top Hat and Active, those are our two primary resources. Top Hat is your online textbook. It is also the platform that we will use in class for doing in-class questioning and participation points. Um, so I'll give you a little bit of information about that in a couple of minutes. Active Chemistry is our homework platform. Both of those are covered by your course fees as part of the VU First Day Books program. So you do not need to actually acquire the materials. We cut a pretty good deal with Top Hat and Active to bundle those together into one package. You're gonna save a lot of money going through the bookstore as opposed to buying them individually. Even with the bookstore markup, it is still cheaper to go through the bookstore and participate in the first day program rather than trying to buy access individually. So, um, both of those are there. I'll show you what you need to do to click through in advance of Monday. There should not be a paywall that shows up. Hopefully, we've got that all figured out and squared away. But if something does show up, just let me know, and I'll give you some insight about what to do so that you can participate on Monday. The other thing, the graphing calculator here, I'm sorry, the non-graphing calculator, a scientific calculator, you need to have a non-graphing calculator for class. Um, Primary purpose for that is the final exam is a national exam. They do not allow the use of graphing calculators whatsoever. We're going to get you to practice that skill as well. As far as calculators go, there are really two primary types of calculators. There's the Casio calculator style, which is this one here. This is a solar model. You can get similar kinds of models to this at Walmart. So Casio definitely sells them. I believe the Pen Plus Gear brand at Walmart also is of this particular style. And then there's the TI-30X2. This is probably the more common one. If you're used to using a TI calculator from college algebra or from calculus, this is going to probably look the most similar to what you're used to. So either way you can go. I want to say that this one's like $11 at Walmart. This one is maybe 9 or 10, and then there's a Pen Plus Gear analog to this one that you can get for probably about 6 or 7. Um, so whatever you choose, whatever you want to use, get a scientific calculator early. Start learning how to use it if you're not sure, because you're going to be asked to use it on every quiz, on every test, and for the final exam. So, gaining familiarity with a scientific calculator as opposed to a graphing calculator is an important skill that you're going to need for this class. I'm not going to read most of this to you because you have the ability to read it yourself. And assignment zero in Blackboard is going to ask you to read this and answer some questions about it for some early bonus points. So I'm going to skip over most of this stuff. I am going to point out our general AI policy here. Um, I'm okay with you using AI. Now, there are some hash marks and some guidelines that I think you would follow. And, if you're doing things intelligently, you're gonna kind of fall into these boundaries anyway. What are some good uses of AI? Well, one of the good uses of AI is for practice problem generation, tutoring, and other kinds of performative kinds of aspects. So, I want to learn more about how to do stoichiometry. I can have Gemini or Copilot or ChatGPT or whoever generate some practice problems about stoichiometry for me. I can have one of those generative AI programs uh, walk me through a calculation step by step. And those are good uses of AI. When it comes to prepping for quizzes, prepping for exams, prepping for proficiencies, that's a good use for AI as well. Feed in a couple of objectives, a couple of things that you want to work on, things that you want to practice, and it'll spit out things for you and help you to not only practice, but you can get feedback on it. You can get grading on it and that kind of thing. What are poor uses of AI? Feeding in homework problems. So if you go into active and you're looking at your post lecture set, and post lecture set has 5 problems in it, and you just copy and paste those into um, ChatGPT and pump out the answers, yeah, you'll probably get the answers right. Did you learn anything along the way? Probably not. And that's where it's poor. Similar in the laboratory. You got to write 3 formal lab reports in the laboratory this semester. AI is a great way to generate text. However, it all kind of sounds the same. It doesn't do a great job of analyzing data. When it comes to doing research aspects, it often will hallucinate things and give you information that's not true or references that don't exist. So there's good usage of AI and there's poor usage of AI. In general, I'm okay with you using AI. However, there are some guardrails, there are some parameters that you have to follow. And certainly when it comes to proficiencies, quizzes, exams, you're not going to have access to AI in any kind of capacity. We are implementing a policy this semester that is going to basically prohibit any electronic devices other than a calculator being present during any of those kinds of assessments. So you're going you're going to have to prove it on your own that you know how to do it. So use it to help you learn, use it to help you build skills, build knowledge, but you can't lean on it to ultimately do the work for you. At the end of the day, 75% of your grade in this class comes from things that you can't use AI for. So you ultimately need to know how to do it. Now, in assignment zero, I am going to post there is a video that I have created on proper use of AI and kind of some good uses for the tool. And I would encourage you to watch that video. It's going to be about 10 minutes, but It's going to kind of give you the nuts and bolts and information that you really, really need. And some ways of using AI that maybe you haven't thought of. All right, as far as course policies go, the attendance policy is pretty straightforward. It's um, similar to pretty much every other class on campus. You need to attend class. I take attendance daily. If you start missing class, I will make note of it in our banner system, and you'll probably hear from me as the academic coach, um, wondering why you're missing so much class. Um, so scrolling down here, uh, with late submissions and makeup work. Um, so general policy for assignments is that you should expect to turn them in on the due date. Now there are a couple of exceptions that are kind of baked in there. If, so for all of the quizzes for this class are going to be done in your lab section. If you don't have a lab section, you'll be taking them in the learning lab, room 132 here in Updike. Um, if you happen to miss lab for whatever reason on the day that we're taking the quiz, if you know about it in advance, you should let me know. I'll put a copy of it in the learning lab. You can take it before you go. But if it's one of those things like, what happens in January, February, and March, get ill, get flu, something happens, you can't get here, let me know. We'll try and make arrangements. You're going to have to do it as soon as possible because I do not allow you to make up a quiz after the quizzes have been handed back to the class. So, generally speaking, you got to work with me if you're not in class for that particular assessment. Same thing with exams. If you miss an exam day because you're sick, you're going to work with me to try to make it up as soon as you can. Um, when it comes to your homework, um, the late policy is everything is available for 100% credit up until the due date. After the due date, it shaves off 5% per day for anything that you have not yet completed. And once we hit the 50% mark, then you no longer are able to turn it in. So, um, you know, 100%, 1 day late 95, 2 days late 90, 3 days late 85, and so on and so on and so on. We get to 10 days late, 50%, and after that, it goes away. So this is a slight variation for those of you that are coming with me from Chem 103. In 103, I allowed you to take any assessment throughout the semester, and 50% was always available to you. I told you at the time there were some changes in 105 that were a little bit stricter. This is one of those changes. So you still have almost 2 weeks to complete a homework assignment after the due date, but uh, you've got to complete it within that time frame. The assignments will not be reopened for credit afterwards. They'll still be there. You can still do them for practice, but you would not be able to get any credit for them. More information here. Already talked about. So, those of you that are familiar with me know that the bedrock of my homework assignments are mostly built on in-class participation. So, in Chem 103, that was Pear Deck. In Chem 105, that is Top Hat. So, come to class, participate in the question and answers during class. Those are worth homework points. Post lectures are also worth homework points. At the end of each unit, there is a review activity. That review activity is available for bonus points. Um, all of that stuff ends up being a quarter of your grade, 25%. For the quizzes, there are 10 units that we are going to cover. Each unit gets its own quiz. The approximate dates of those quizzes are here. This is subject to change. So if we get behind or if, we have a day like, we have class canceled or something like that on account of weather or some other phenomenon, these could flex around and move. Which is the reason why we have, in this course calendar, this link here is a Google Docs link. And unlike if I scroll down to the course calendar here, I can't change this, but I can change this. So if we end up having to flex things around on account of, varying reasons, the Google Doc calendar will be the place that you want to look. And so that's why it's linked here separately. But if you see, it is also linked here in the syllabus. So the other things that you want to be on the lookout for, exams, 50% of your score in the course is based on exams. There are three exams that we do during this semester, and then we have the final exam on May 6th. Um, that time, mark that in your calendar now. That time is not going to move. The only thing we don't know is where that exam will be. Um, and we won't know that until sometime in April. But yeah, definitely mark off that time block in your calendar because that is when our final exam will be. Proficiencies. In assignment 0, there is a video that is dedicated solely to the proficiencies. Proficiencies are worth 10% of the course grade in total. These are 10 essential concepts of chemistry, things that you should know how to do if you're going to succeed in a general chemistry course. Some of these things you probably already know. You should know the element names and symbols already. You should know something about doing calculations and rounding with significant figures. You should know something about balancing equations. You should know a little bit about nomenclature. Maybe not enough to fully pass nomenclature right now, but you should know something about it. And then there are things that we just haven't talked about yet, you probably haven't seen, but we will see all of the material in the proficiencies before we go on midterm break. So, these are skills quizzes. They will be offered one time in class, and the schedule for that is here. And then if you do not pass them in that first attempt, you have unlimited attempts to pass them outside of class. Uh, the learning lab is open. I was just talking to the director, Katie Pesh, a couple of days ago. She's going to be able to not only offer the proficiencies, but also offer tutoring and help for them. She'll also be able to grade them, which is fantastic because you'll know exactly what you need to do if you don't pass the next time. But you can also take proficiencies during your labs at the end of lab or even during any of my office hours. Just stop by and take one. The proficiencies do have deadlines. So these first three proficiencies, which again, I consider these to be kind of foundational knowledge, stuff that you should already know something about. Maybe you don't know all of the polyatomic ions, but you should know a few of them. Um, and we will talk about nomenclature and we'll talk a lot about ion naming itself in week 3. Yeah, week 2 or 3. So those are there. The deadline is basically before we go on midterm break. So you've got 8 weeks effectively to learn these three skills if you don't already know them. The next bank is again stuff that you probably know already, or at least know something about. Balancing equations, predicting products using reaction types, ionic and covalent nomenclature. Those are going to be due right around middle of April. And then this is the last Friday of the semester, where these last three, the ones that you have the least familiarity with, um, those will be evaluated then. So that's a little bit about the syllabus. Some other things that you can do. One of those things, I use Remind. So if you click through this link here, it's going to send you to my Remind class. If you are already on Remind, you would just log in here. If you are not, then you can align it with your Google platform. This is just a way to chat and text instead of sending emails if you prefer to communicate that way. A couple of other things. Active. So Active is our homework platform. So one thing that you could do and need to do is you need to click through that link. And one thing that you can start to do, your first assignment in Active is actually in this readiness area. It is called it's a diagnostic. It says, "Are you ready for Chem 105?" And what you're going to do is this diagnostic is just a series of questions about some of the prerequisite math skills, some of the prerequisite chemistry skills, things that you should have picked up either in your high school chemistry class or in Chem 103, along with stuff that you hopefully have seen in college algebra or are going to see in college algebra if you are taking those two courses at the same time. So this diagnostic is due on Wednesday night of the first week of class, so this coming Wednesday. But something you can definitely try to work on and knock out earlier rather than later. Um, Aside from this, all of your other assignments are going to show up here in the in-class section. So here's what shows up in the diagnostic. You click on this to get started, and it's going to run you through some questions. And then for your homework, you would click over to this homework tab, and you can see your first homework assignments here. Assignment one is not due until Thursday. It's on matter and classification. Assignment two is due the next weekend or the next Tuesday because of Labor Day, or I'm sorry, Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So you can see all the homework assignments that have been kind of put out there are there for you to see. They are in order of due date. And once you complete these, the coloration here will change from kind of yellow, meaning in progress or assigned, to green, being completed. So you can do that. You can also click on this Top Hat course launch. This will link your Blackboard and Top Hat accounts so that you get credit for attendance and you get credit for your participation in class. And so what you can see in here is, um, right now you're not going to see a ton of stuff in here, but if you look, you will see when you log in, here's the Chem 105 textbook. And so it breaks down, here's like the table of contents and whatnot. And then chapter one, unit one, matter and energy, here's your textbook on it. And one of the things I like about this textbook is, it's put together pretty well, but it also has embedded in it questions. So if I wanted to read along and, okay, here's a question that I have. Okay, I know what the answer is, so I arrange it myself, show the correct answer, and I can get feedback for whether or not I'm right. And there are lots of these in here. So There's a reason I use this as the textbook. Another nice feature of the textbook here is, I think my head's covering it. Yep. Um, this study with ACE button. Um, Top Hat has a, an AI companion chatbot, let's call it, where you can go and you can interact with this. So this is a full-on ebook. You have the ability to not only play around with it, you can annotate, you can um, work in here, enable threads. On your side, it'll have things here for you to take notes and whatnot. Um, but you can just go in here and say, okay, quiz me on what's here in front of me. And it's not the fastest of chatbots. But as far as a study assistant goes, here you are. Choose one concept to explain in your own words. The scientific method, classifying matter, which do you pick? And so it gives you a means, kind of like a professor in your pocket, where you can interact with the text and ask questions. And as a study assistant, it it does a pretty good job. So that's there for Top Hat. Now, the other thing that you can look at um, is as far as getting ready is concerned. Assignment 0 here. This is your first assignment. It is a bonus assignment. This bonus assignment is basically a merging together of a syllabus quiz and just kind of giving you an opportunity to earn some bonus points by watching a couple of preliminary videos to get ready. So this is where I'm going to stop for today. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me and I will be more than happy to help you and get you ready for Monday. But until that time, thank you for your attention, and I look forward to seeing you at our first class on Monday afternoon. Have a good weekend.